at 905-546-4863. Additionally, if you have information to submit via Crime Stoppers, please do so at 1-800-222-TIPS or crimestoppers.com.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely. Yes.
Was Zachary Schumann found when you say on the scene, was it in the apartment building, was it on the trail, or was it in the parking lot, or where exactly was his body found?
It was outside in the parking lot.
And did he die of a gunshot wound?
He did.
And were they known to each other? Or I guess you don't know if they're known to each other, but did they have some sort of, what was the interaction like in the metro parking lot?
So to answer the first part of your question, at this point, we don't know if they know each other. In terms of the interaction that does happen beforehand, same thing. We actually don't have a lot of information at this time about what that interaction is in terms of their relationship and whether or not they were known to each other as it's occurring. It does occur outside in the parking lot of the Metro between the two vehicles.
Do you know if he lived at 77 Governors Road, like why he was in the parking lot?
Neither party lives there.
It's an adjacent lot besides 77 Governors Road, meaning it's not their lot. So was there any indication on why they led up to that spot, or it's kind of hidden, it's secluded, it's behind trees, you don't really notice it until you actually go on the trail? Any reason why they would just go there?
That's a perfect description of the area, actually, and we don't know. We have no association right now to that area from Zach, and at this point, the suspect has not been identified, so we don't know if there's any reason that the suspect would go in there, but as of right now, we haven't been able to make any connection to that specific parking lot location.
Police recover a weapon or gun?
No, not at this time.
Who called police initially? Was it just with people in the area who heard gunshots?
People in the area. We had a number of 911 calls come in.
How many times was Zach shot?
I'm not going to speak to the number of shots at this time. That's still part of our investigation. And the autopsy actually is going on today and is still ongoing.
Through secondhand, I'm just wondering if police can confirm it, but they said they saw the car go, I guess, eastbound towards the city and a female running the other way. Is that, can you confirm if that's true or not? I mean, I guess pointing to that witness that you're appealing for.
Yes, so that is the witness that we're appealing for right now. Shoulder length brown hair, described as about 5'5" and wearing either red or orange shorts. We would like to speak with this woman. Right now she is believed to be a witness in the investigation. We don't believe that she's involved.
But can you confirm that's the directions they fled in?
I would have to double check her direction of travel, but she does flee from the scene.
By foot, obviously.
By foot,
Yeah.
yes.
We saw the chief, actually. I know the chief's known to be on the scene in a lot of incidents, but he was there. Was he there to talk? Was he there as part of the investigation, or was he there to talk to the tenants in 77?
He's there to support Dundas, he's there to support the tenants, and he's there to support the investigation and the officers. So he came by to check in with everybody and make sure that we had everything that we needed and that everything is going smoothly and that we had all the resources that we needed.
Right, like kind of like a tenants meeting that he was involved in. That was super.
Nothing formal, but
Yeah.
just there to check in and make sure that everybody's got what they need.
Have there been any more sightings of the car since this photo was taken?
We're just releasing this photo right now. So this is the vehicle that we're appealing for information for. So if anybody has information, please give us a call.
You mentioned asking for CCTV footage, but just from kind of the details you've been able to give, do you have footage and kind of were you able to see, I guess like what is it that you have right now?
So there is footage in the area in general. I'm not going to get into too much specifics of what we've collected so far, but we have been out for 24 hours collecting footage. We will still be in the area collecting more. Sometimes as we're progressing throughout the investigation, we identify other areas where we may want to collect more video. So we'll be in the area. You'll still see us there for a little bit, but there's always more out there. The prevalence of dash cams are up, and we often will get people calling in with that footage. So we are appealing for that in the parking lot of the Metro and around the entranceway of 77 Governors Road.
Pardon me if I've missed this. There was no description of the shooter at this juncture.
There's no description of the shooter at this time.
Okay.
Were detectives able to interview a handful of witnesses at the Metro to gather some sort of, I guess, eyewitness account? Like, can you confirm that, have detectives gone that far, would they have on testimony on that?
Absolutely. So we've conducted a number of interviews already. We've had a lot of information and tips being called in. So we're returning those calls. We're reaching back out, following up any information that's coming in, conducting those interviews. So absolutely, we've already conducted a number, and there's been a lot of cooperation from community.
So building on that, do you have enough information to know if this was like, if this was a targeted or a random? So,
It's a great question, and we don't know yet. We're still looking into
Did
that.
Mr. Schuman, was he known to you guys?
I'm not going to discuss that at this point either.
Was the shooting
One more.
happen, do you know, from the car itself, or did the suspect get out of the car in the shooting?
We don't know that at this point either. That's still being looked into.
was there bullet holes on his vehicle?
I'm not going to speak to that actually either. Okay, so that's all the questions for today. Thank you very much.
Sorry, this.
Hamilton Police not offering up too many details there, though, but they are updating the public after a man was fatally shot in the community of Dundas, Ontario, late yesterday afternoon. Hamilton EMS telling CTV News Toronto that a male in his 30s was pronounced dead at the scene. Police now saying there was some sort of an interaction between the victim and a shooter in a parking lot outside of a local metro, but a suspect has not been identified at this time. They have identified a witness who was at the scene, a woman they'd really like to speak with. She's described as somebody with shoulder-length dark hair. She's about 5'5", and she was wearing red or orange shorts. So police are asking for her to come forward. Her information could be critical for investigators. Police have also identified a vehicle of interest, it seems, and they cannot say at this time if this was a targeted or random shooting. Again, they are asking any witnesses, anybody with information, to come forward.